Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Sabila. My student number is 1800026180. Hello everyone. Today I want to explain what I have got in translation 2. First of all, I have learned that the goal of translation is to transfer the meaning of linguistic discord from one language to another. The sameness of meaning across language can be used to describe translation. The process of translation is analysis, transfer, and transstructuring. A noun phrase is a word that is formed as a result of combining a verb with a pronoun or number. With this combination, noun phrases become more specific when compared to nouns. For example, oldest friends, noun phrase, and friend, noun. The two clauses in a complex sentence are connected by special connectors. Before, after, till, until, when, where, which, who, whom, why, what, that, since, as, because, if, unless, as if, as though, although, even though, as soon as, so that, on condition that, and provided that are the connector for complex sentence. There are three types of translation. There are literal, idiomatic, second, written, oral, and third is interlingual, intersemiotic. The main techniques of translation include adaptation, amplification, loan, colloquy, compensation, description, discursive creation, establish match. From the lecture, I found that lexical equivalents are when the concepts are shared, description, synonym, negative, antonym, etc. When concepts are unknown, is choosing between form or function to describe or provide generic word, borrowing, etc. I also learned kind of translation. There are literal translation or form-based translation. It attempts to follow the form of the short language. Unfortunately, the translation might sound foreign. Second, modified literal translation. It modifies the order and grammar based on the receptor language. However, the lexical items are translated literally. Third, idiomatic translation or meaning-based translation. It tries to communicate the meaning of the short language text in the natural form of the receptor language. A truly idiomatic translation does not sound like a translation. Fourth, unduly free translation. It adds extraneous information not in the short text or change the meaning of the short text of the short language, or even distorts the fact of the historical and cultural setting of the short language text. This is not acceptable as normal translation. The difference between literary translation and informative translation are it deals with literary text whose main function is to make an emotional or aesthetic impression upon the reader. But informative translation, it aims to render into the target language non-literary text containing certain amount of ideas. Also, the difference between written and oral translation are written translation, the short text is in written form, as is the target text. Oral translation or interpretation, in this translation, the interpreter listens to the oral presentation of the original and translation it as an oral message in TL. Whether translating technical documents or sworn declaration, translators often have to cope with 6 major challenges at work. These challenges fall under the headings of lexical semantic issues, grammar, syntax, rhetoric, practical issues, and cultural issues. Example in translation difficulties. In English, give means present, but in French, give means poison. And embrace is malu in English, but in Spanish, embarazada is hamil in Spanish. Pajero means someone masturbating frequently. This was renamed into Montero. Thank you so much. That's all for me. Wassalamualaikum.